Hi, my name is Tamara, and I thought I would come on and talk to you about Kelee Love. I have known Kelee 2 or even 3 years now. I first started following her about 2 to 3 years ago, just on Facebook. She had a lot of free workshops, free little challenges, fun things to do to help kind of boost your self-esteem. And I really liked her. I thought that she called to me. I felt like her vibe was my vibe. I felt like she would understand the things that I had to say and that she would not, I guess the word is, look down on me for some of the issues that I was having and the help that I needed in my life. I have been to counselor after counselor after counselor after counselor, and the counselors have helped. They've helped me to understand, I'm codependent and I need to do things on my own and I need to learn to be okay with who I am. And they just didn't know how to help me really push and implement those things into my life. And I had read self-help book after self-help book after self-help book, and I'd made quite a few changes. I'd done some growing up. I had done some inner child healing. I had learned to let go of a lot of the things that were making me angry. But I just didn't seem to know how to move on or really implement some of the things that I had learned from the self-help books into my life. I didn't know how to be better without feeling guilty still for the way that I had been. And again, after watching Kelee for months, at least a good 6 months or more before I actually finally reached out to Kelee. She'd happened to have, I think she was having a deal or something on one of her coaching sessions, and I snagged a spot. I think we worked for like 3 months together. And in those 3 months, I went from, I don't know how to make any of this work. I don't know how to take the tools that I have in my toolbox and really implement them into my life and stop just being an angry person, because I was definitely becoming an angry person, and that's not who I am. So I worked with Kelee for about 3 months and I started doing better. I started, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to, meditation, self-help, all the things that she has you doing, which are all great. They're all ways to help you implement the processes that you have, that you've, looked into. I'm sure if you're looking at this video, you have probably used a million self-help books. You are probably just as lost as I was as to how you're ever going to be the kind of person that you really want to be with all these things that are holding you back from your past. So I did a lot of deep internal work with Kelee during that time. And when I was done, which I wasn't quite ready to be done, but I own a business, and at that time it was kind of, the finances were getting tight. I was going into the really slow season. Excuse me. And Kelee understood. She says, you just let me know if you're ready to come back and work with me again. And I don't know, about, I'd say almost a year, actually, now that I think about it. I'd say I probably waited almost a year before I started actually working with Kelee again. I stayed in her groups. I did all of her free Facebook challenges and, any little group that she had that was free. I definitely participated in those things. That helps a lot. She gives a lot of great information for free. I've even recommended her to many of my friends. So I decided that, hey, the time has come. I'm back in a spot where my finances are better, and I really feel like I'm just struggling, like I'm hitting a wall, like I'm not making it any further. I'm doing all these things and I should be making progress, but I'm just not. I'm stuck. And so I called her up again, because she did more for me in 3 months than any counselor that I had ever had in, I don't know, 10 to 15 years of going to counselors. And Kelee will tell me every time I say it to her, she says, well, honey, I'm not the one that did the work, you did. So if I have anything to say for that, it's that when Kelee tells you to do something, she's got something for you to do. She's not telling you to do it just to fill up your time. She's literally telling you to do it because she knows for a fact, and because she's been through it herself, she knows that it's going to help you. So she's just trying to push and get you going. She's not somebody who puts you down. She's not somebody that's going to degrade you. If you mess up and don't do your homework for the week, she's not going to make you feel bad. I would have to say Kelee is more than just my life coach. Kelee's probably one of my really good friends. And I would say that if I had the opportunity and lived in the area that Kelee lives in, we would absolutely be besties and we'd hang out all the time. She's absolutely phenomenal. She does a phenomenal job at helping you to see the fact that you are everything that you need to be, and that you just need to tap inside and you will find it. And she helps you find that. So if you are looking for a way to let go of your past, if you are looking for the things that are holding you back in your business, because there's a lot of things that Kelee's helped me with in my business as a business owner. Her and I are both entrepreneurs, and one of the main things that she didn't have to teach me, I already knew, was that if I don't think about it and I don't stress about it, the money flows, and it's absolutely correct. However, she also has taught me how to stop worrying about whether this client's going to come, right? If you're going to sell to someone, right? You don't need to worry about it because it's just going to happen. And when you do, it's just like the money. When you take it off your plate and you stop worrying about it and you just know that it's going to come, it just comes. I have worked with Kelee this last time. I think we're coming on like 10 months. I think we're just finishing like 9 to 10 months or something like that we've worked together. And I'm telling you what, my kids are starting to treat me the way that I want them to. Granted, I've had to change my approach with my kids, which is great. I didn't necessarily like the approach that I had with my kids. I personally am a yeller, and so she's taught me how to not yell so much with my kids and talk to them and have a relationship with them in a way that they're going to reciprocate. Same with my husband. I don't know anybody who's married who doesn't have issues with their spouse. And I know that having a spouse that is very difficult to love, not difficult to love, he just has a hard past and it makes him kind of a hard person. And he himself is starting to just follow suit in terms of treating everyone the way that they want to be treated and treating himself how he wants to be treated. And all of that because I've done work with Kelee and was able to shift my mindset and the way I view things and the way I'm allowing my life to be. So if you want to see your life grow and bloom and prosper and be able to have all the things that you really want from your life, I highly recommend that you sit down with Kelee Love and get into one of her sessions because she is a miracle maker.